Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11, we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
All right. How's everybody doing tonight?
Excellent.
Awesome.
Pistons about to win.
Yeah. So I do have the complete list of our 30 visits outside of the state visits for the rookies. Did you see them yet, Dom?
I don't know. What was no, that was your top 30, top 25.
That was my top 25. Yep.
Yeah.
And
about 15
I think
of them with actual first round grades.
Yeah, and because sometimes I just feel like some people aren't given a first round grade and should be, because I think they're a better prospect, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, it's a lot of them are borderline.
Right.
I mean, to me, it seems like a fucking NBA draft. Outside of about the top 10 guys, it's like 11 through 50 are virtually the same, which could work heavily in our favor.
Yes. So I'm separating it now so I can actually read it better, because like some of them are bunched together when I copied it. So as soon as I have this separated, because when you copy and paste, it just bunches them all together instead of lists them. All right.
Look at these fucking Charlotte Sunny Delight jerseys.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got OJ, purple stuff. Ooh, Sunny D.
Okay. So in the defensive line room, we had Detroit native Caleb Banks in for the Michigan visit. But we have Tyree West out of Tennessee, Tariq Sapp, Darnell Jackson, Zion Young, Bobby Jamison Travis out of Auburn, Tyler Oneidem, the defensive tackle out of Texas A&M, Derek Moore, the defensive end out of Michigan, TJ Parker, the defensive end out of Clemson, and Nakeem Messidor, the defensive end out of Miami. The only guy I really don't know anything about is the Bobby Jamison Travis. I'm going to look him up, see how he did. Watch some game film, get some strengths and weaknesses. But everybody else, I pretty much have either talked about or wrote about. Offensive line.
I don't trust guys with two last names.
Right. Caden Proctor, Max Ahinacor, Enrique Cruz Jr., Emmanuel Pregnone, Jalen Farmer out of Kentucky. That's our offensive line guys we talked to. Pregnone is the only guard.
The guy from Kentucky is a tackle?
Yeah. I hope we don't take him. His skill positions or other. DeMarcus Lacey out of Marshall. He's a wide receiver / running back. Martin Klein, tight end out of Michigan. Tanner Koziel, tight end out of Houston. Joe Royer, tight end out of Cincinnati. Cole Payton, the quarterback out of North Dakota State, who won the Division II championship this year. Nicole Singleton, running back, Penn State. Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker, Texas. Jay-Sean Barham, linebacker, Michigan. Terian York, linebacker, Texas A&M. Jaden Kennedy, defensive back out of Oregon. He actually played safety and nickelback. And Mansour Delane, the cornerback out of LSU, who has a first-round grade. And Bud Clark, the safety out of TCU. And, of course, we have the Yinzer popping in.
I like that Bud Clark guy.
I like Bud Clark, too. I also like Michael Tafe out of Texas. Deshaun Singleton out of Nebraska. And then my guy that I love, the linebacker / safety, Kendall Daniels out of Nebraska. That guy, I like it because he grew out of safety. He's not a little guy that played safety and played bigger than he is. You know what I mean?
Right.
You give me a guy that's 6'5", 242 pounds, runs a 4.5 40, and has safety skills for coverage.
Yeah, I'm good with that. That's taller and heavier than every one of those linebackers we drafted in the 2000s.
Right.
Boss Bailey,
Ernie Sims,
Jordan Dizon,
Teddy Lehman is the only. Teddy Lehman was close, but concussions ruined him.
Oh, that he had the Liz Frank as well, did he not?
Yeah, he early had the Liz Frank, but he was able to come back from that because that was when they first.
Teddy Lehman.
Yeah, Teddy Lehman was good, but then he started getting concussions and he was done.
Zach Follett.
Oh. Zach Follett with the hit of the year on Julian Edelman on that punt return.
Zach Follett had the concussion answers written on his arm.
So I did do a mock draft this morning.
Oh, boy.
Hey, look what I did. I think it actually turned out good. And I even got an A- grade on it. Akeem Messidor at 17. Max Ahinakor at 50. Trey Zune, the Swiss Army knife on the offensive line at 118. Takario Davis, the 6'4" corner out of Washington. Dante Corleone, the 6'1", 320-pound defensive tackle out of Cincinnati. Julian Neal, a 6'1", 190-pound corner out of Arkansas. Lander Barton, linebacker out of Utah. Kendall Daniels, the one I talked about at 213. And then my last pick was safety, Texas Tech, Cole Wisniewski. What's crazy is that I had more A's and B's than I had C's in this draft.
You know, if only me or you or, you know, a select few others amongst our trusted Lions fan brethren could draft instead of Holmes. I feel like in theory, it should be pretty hard for him to fuck this up.
Yeah, I mean, because all the positions of need that we have right now, what's left, are actually the best positions in this draft.
Right.
I mean, you know, it's after that third round where the tackle talent drops off a cliff.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing with so many holes. Like they're gonna have to wait on something.
They're going to have to wait on those linebackers.
That's what I look at when people do mocks. I'm like, oh, you know, you waited to take an edge, or you waited to take a tackle, or you waited to take a safety.
So that's why I've been either tackle or edge at 17, and then whatever I take, the opposite at 50 every time, because those are the bigger positions of need right now.
Till he trades up to 8 and takes Kenyon Sadiq.
No.
I didn't say it. You flashy thing.
I know, but he wasn't on our list of people we visited. Thank God. Sam Laporta was on our list of people we visited that year.
I like the Laporta pick.
Oh, I did too, because it was second round. And everybody mocked us because we didn't take Michael Mayer. Remember that year?
Yeah.
I mean, it was you, myself, and Dan Leonard that was like, man, that's a great pick.
Who is Michael Mayer playing for?
He's the
Raiders.
backup to Brock Bowers with the Raiders still.
Oh,
So yeah, they went back-to-back tight ends.
whoa, that don't make sense.
Well,
It's the
Brock
Raiders.
Bowers. Well, no, Brock Bowers made sense over Michael Mayer every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, Chris Brazel out of Tennessee, and I do have my top 25 list here. I think was he on there? No, he didn't make my top 25, but he is in the 26 to 50 range. And if you actually look at it, they gave me 26 on this top 25 list because they listed 22 twice.
Jeremy, did you see that? Like as of now, and I don't think it's going to change. Mendoza will not be attending the draft. Oh, we talked about this last night.
Yep. He is not attending the draft. I actually have that graphic too. I have the draft and attendees here. Here's who's attending the draft this year: David Bailey, Reuben Bain, Mansour Delane, Caleb Downs, Keldrick Fault, Colton Hood, Makai Lemon, Jeremiah Love, Francis Mawagawa, Caden McDonald, Caden Proctor, Arverill Reese, Ty Simpson, Sonny Styles, Carnell Tate, and Jordan Tyson. So there's 16 of them this year.
15, 16. And I mean, most of those guys should be first rounders.
The only one that might not, I feel, is Ty Simpson.
I think he'll get picked in the first round. Even in an ass draft class like this, that just makes him a hotter commodity.
And one less edge or tackle off the board.
I think Proctor might drop to the second round, but I have no earthly idea with these tackles because every mock I look at has a different tackle going like fourth.
Yeah, it's either Mawagawa, Fanu, or Lomu almost every time, or Vega. Those are the four that go in the top 10 every time, but never all four of them. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen homeboy from Georgia. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, Monroe Freeling. That's
I've
the
seen
other
him
one.
go 4 to the Browns. That's why I don't trust it. I don't love any of those dudes.
I love Monroe Freeling. I love Max Ahinacor. Those two guys, yes. Monroe Freeling, 100%, probably the best athletic specimen at tackle out of all of them, in my opinion.
I would be a lot more okay with homeboy, the interior O lineman from Penn State.
I don't think he makes it. Ooh, what the hell was all that? Is that you? Something fall at your place? Was that something crashing at your place, Nick?
Oh no, I was just moving. I had to plug my charger in.
Gotcha. So we did bring in another defensive tackle that's in the draft this year, Jay Tufele. And everybody was talking like we signed him. I was like, no, we didn't sign him. He was in for a visit.
Where did he go to college?
Have no clue. I just know the name.
Oh, never, I can't even pronounce that name.
It's a Samoan name. It's a Samoan name, so you know what that means. He probably can play.
Yeah. Probably went to Utah.
He either went to Utah or Hawaii.
Yeah.
Every now and then they go to Brigham Young if they're Mormon.
I was going to say, or BYU.
Or Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where Panay and Noah came from. So, how's everything else been going this week there, Dom?
Pretty good. Seemed like a excruciatingly long week for some reason.
Wow, it looks like we're having a hell of a fourth quarter run right now, 16-2.
Oh yeah, it's It's about over. We're up 17.
109 to 92.
Talking to people before the game, they're like, "Oh, did the Pistons even try tonight?" I'm like, they try every single night. Like you might see the starters less, but there's no
Well,
they
the
don't they
only
don't mail it
starter
in ever.
from what I heard, and it makes sense when he had to sit out 2 weeks. Cade Cunningham, he did 20 to 25 minutes the other night. He's supposed to do 25 to 30 tonight, and he might play his full minutes the next game. And the only reason why is to get him back into game shape for the
Back
playoffs.
into shape for sure.
And that makes perfect sense to me. But I do love the fact that PFSN actually started grading your draft picks now. That's new. They've never done that before.
Yeah, I noticed that the other day.
I was like, that is probably the best update they've done in the 5 years I've been doing this.
What sucks is that Cade is going to miss the minimum eligibility for.
Yeah, he's only going to have 64 games.
Yeah, and he got hurt like 4 minutes before he had played enough games to where that would have qualified as a game.
Right, he needed 4 more minutes that game for that game to qualify.
They need to tweak that rule because
don't know who you are, but that's funny. I don't think we're the third best team in the North.
How?
I think all the teams in the North are pretty much equal right now because they all have question marks. Every single one of them.
Yeah, I'm going with the same prediction that I did for last year.
3-3 for everybody, and one of them is going to get swept.
Yeah. And 12 games, like, for sure wins the division. Probably 11 with the tiebreaker.
Ken's not here right now. Ken's been doing stuff with his family because his son graduated from Air Force Academy. So that's kind of big stuff.
Quit.
But I'll see him Monday and I'll ask who Snoop Von Shit is, because that's what your emoji is. That's shit, right? Isn't that what that is? Right?
Will you quit fucking around, Cat?
I seriously, there's been some coaching turnover, a lot for the Packers, a lot more than we've ever seen in this whole time since they started with Brett Favre. They've had more coaching turnover this year than they had in some of the years when they actually changed head coaches. Yes, LOL, I'll be there.
Yeah, I thought Green Bay was going to switch to a 3-4 defense.
I don't think they have the personnel for it right now, which means if they were going to do that, they're going to have to draft about 3 linebackers this draft, which if you're going to draft 3 linebackers in a draft, this is a good year to do it.
Yeah, this is the one to do it.
Really? And it's the same. It's the same with offensive line. It's the same with defensive backs in general, because once you get past the upper tier guys, it's kind of like a plateau all across the board once it drops.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to be as real as I can about what this draft is. It's very deep at linebacker, at defensive line in general, and at offensive line. Those are the 3 deepest positions. I think the weakest position, of course, is quarterback. I think the running back, there's a big drop-off after you get past the 3rd round. But it kind of plateaus out. It's deep, but they're all like the rank and file guys. They're going to be the guys that'll always be there. Might be a special teamer and somebody that comes in to relieve somebody, but they'll never be a star.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good depth, especially I think the deepest room is linebacker myself. Talent-wise, top to bottom. The top guys, there's some very good ones, and the drop off isn't that far, and it kind of stays the same throughout the draft. There's a couple of course, there's always going to be a couple of guys that are dog crap because that happens every year. But it seems like there's a lot of those rank and file type of linebackers all through this draft. They're not quite positionless players like Isaiah Simmons, but there's those Isaiah Simmons type qualities in players, like the guy that I love, that I think is a great sleeper pick for somebody in the 6th round, in Kendall Daniels.
And then re-signed a 2-year, 2-way contract in February. And Jamal McMillan, what can you say about the job?
Yeah, we'll see.
Postseason run, Andy, here recently.
I wish we had that fucking 3rd round pick.
Yeah, I know, but we still have 9. I think I'd rather just draft where we're at than trade up and lose more.
Yeah. That honestly, that's probably a blessing in disguise that we don't have that 3rd round pick. Makes it
Because the
harder
third
for us
round-
to trade up.
The 3rd round is where everything gets sketchy for the depth of the good to the bad.
Right.
In my opinion, that there's going to be some guys that are there, of course, but man, what was the other one I did? Oh, I wish I'd have been able to keep the first draft I did. Monroe Feeling, actually. I did the first draft, and I accidentally hit the restart instead of saved the picture of the draft.
Dude, you know how many times I've done that when I'm like, this is the best mock draft ever. And then I get to like the
Right.
7th round and it freezes.
Yeah, I got Monroe Freeling in the first round at 17, which that never happens. He's never there. And then I got Gabe Akis at 50, the guy that I think would be perfect opposite Hutchinson, because he has the most violent hands in the draft. He has a decent first step. He's not much of a speed rusher. He's more of a power bull rush type guy without an injury history.
We could use that.
And then it was just like everything fell into place. I ended up with both of the Washington cornerbacks I like. I like the one early that I took at 118 there, that Tacario Davis. But the other one I got was his running mate that was opposite him, Ephesians Prysock. Tacario Davis, he's a 6'4" and 200-pound corner. And then Ephesians Prysock is a 6'3", 195-pound corner.
Wow.
And both of them have plus 40-inch verticals. It's rare to have speed and size like that, and the vert.
Yeah, I would love some fucking tall corners.
Yeah, I mean, because we've had midgets forever. I mean, 6'1" is tall for a corner for Detroit over the past 20 years. Ask Dom.
For sure. That's
And
why I was
Terrion
hyped
Arnold
about
is 6'1".
Amani Oruwariye with that one outlier season.
But at the same time, when you watch that, it was kind of a Trayvon Diggs type of year for him.
Yeah, he wasn't exactly sound in coverage.
And it was
a few
passes.
of those picks, like deflection or dude ran the wrong route and it just was right in his fucking arm.
And then 3 of them were those absolute horrible passes that looked like he was the target.
Right, yeah, right to him.
We talked about that ad nauseum that year. But he had the hands to catch him.
One corner I do not miss is Jeff Okuda.
Not his fault.
You know, he was overhyped.
It was a reach.
And everybody bought in. He wasn't a reach.
Is he even playing still?
I think he's still on the Texans roster.
I was going to say, last year, I think he played for Houston.
He played there 2 or 3 years in a row now. Because I know he was in the game versus us because he got torched by Amon-Ra.
Oh, I remember that game. Jared Goff didn't have a good game and we still beat him.
Jared Goff didn't have a good half. The second half, he had 1 interception, and then after that, he was damn near flawless the rest of the game. I know we talked about that game at nauseum while we were watching it together down on the phone. Wasn't that a Thursday night game, no less? If I remember right.
Monday or a Thursday, yeah, definitely
Yeah.
prime time.
Yeah, it was prime time.
You know what game was my favorite from last year? Against the Ravens.
Gosh, hi, Browski Bear. Yeah, I know you hate him.
Wait, what did he say?
Goff sucks.
That's a
Browski Bear
Bears
said that.
fan?
Yeah, that's a Bears fan.
Oh. My quarterback's completion percentage was over 60. Was yours?
Never has been.
50 is the new 40, or is the old 40, pardon. Like, if
No,
you can't complete 60% of your passes, that's like being below 50 in, the 90s and back.
here's the bad
We
part.
threw away so many passes. Like, even if
Everybody
you threw away 50,
everybody talked about the resurrection of Geno Smith in Seattle, and it was proof it was all coaching. Because as soon as he got to the Raiders, at one point through 4 games, he had a lower completion percentage than Akili Smith, who has the record for the lowest completion percentage for a season. You know who was right there with him?
Sure, I think it's Tim Tebow.
No, Tim Tebow actually beat him by 0.1%. If I remember right.
Yeah, I think both under 50.
Yeah, both of them were under 50.
So Ron Holland.
Up by 18, 25-10 now in the fourth quarter on that. Woo.
Ron Holland plays defense with his dick in your back.
Oh, but every team in the North has questions right now. And the biggest one is Kyler Murray going to be able to complete any passes downfield, down the middle of the field, over 20 yards?
Oh, I copied and pasted it, but I didn't send it. Like 20 minutes before the show, I saw. So I'm sure it's just a bullshit rumor, but allegedly, the Patriots are trying to go after Justin Jefferson.
And they're supposed to see. Look, Kyler showed up at the mini camp.
The inch high private eye. You got 2 quarterbacks, which means you have none.
Well, they already said JJ wasn't going to be their starter this year, that they were going to either sign or draft somebody. And they looked at the draft. They said, yep, we're signing. We're going to get Kyler Murray. When they could have had Kirk Cousins for about the same amount of money if they really wanted to, but his agent's too damn good, so he got paid a bag.
Again.
To be a backup.
Again.
In Oakland.
And a mentor.
Yeah.
That's cool. They're both weirdos.
And they're both Christians, so it'll work out.
Yeah, good job, Minnesota. Wasting a first-round pick on J.J. McCarthy. Then letting a... Oh, wait, no, he didn't win MVP. That was K9. But letting a Super Bowl winning quarterback walk. And
I still think the actual MVP of that Super Bowl was the kicker.
No, it was K9.
5 touchdowns and 2 extra points. He was 17 of their 20 of their 30 points.
Don't hate on K9 just because he's a Sparty.
That's not hating on K9 because he's a Sparty. It's hating on it because I thought they should have gave it to the kicker. Didn't say he didn't deserve anything. I just didn't think he deserved the MVP. And the fact that they let him walk tells me that they felt the same way.
Building up to be playing your best basketball in mid-April. Obviously, getting guys like Kane and Isaiah back. How close to playing your best are you right now? We're getting there. It's always a work in progress. You want to be playing your best at the right time. But we're starting to trend, which is good. That is good. Last one. You got 59 wins. You guys are on the verge with one game to go in the end. Does that mean something to you? Yeah, of course. Anytime you get a chance to do something that's really hard to do in this league, it's worth going out.
Yep, they still have not
Seattle's about to
updated
find
Ben
out the
Bartch,
hard
Teddy
way that
Bridgewater, Chuck Clark.
Zach Charbonnet ain't it.
What's that?
I said Seattle's about to find out the hard way that Zach Charbonnet ain't it.
Well, good luck to him. That's all I got to say.
I mean, I don't know if K9 and his agent asked for like a bunch more money than he actually ended up getting in KC. But
what it was is they turned down. They basically his first round, his fifth-year option would have been about 14. They offered him a little bit more than that per year, and he turned it down and decided to become a free agent. Because they just didn't want to give him that for 1 year. They wanted it to be a 4-year contract. That's why they didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I think
he turned it down, but he got 17 a year from the Chiefs.
Are you sure?
I thought that's what it was supposed to. Yeah.
No, it was like 14 and change, I think.
Thought it was.
You might be
They
right.
offered him 14 and he turned it down.
I just thought it was crazy.
I'm bringing it up right now.
Like, wow, you let a Super Bowl MVP walk out the door, and I'm like, how often does that happen? But it's actually
3 years,
happened like 5 or 6 times.
14.6.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Yep, 3 years. And the guaranteed money was 28.7. I bet you that was the difference. And it also, but the incentives is where he's going to make money because there's up to 45 million in incentives.
Oh, okay.
So I bet you it was between the incentives and the guaranteed money is what got him.
Yeah, I was going to say that seems to be like one of the hang-ups or the main hang-up nowadays with contracts. It's not necessarily the AAV, it's the guaranteed money. Whatever. Ugh, now I got to buy a Chiefs jersey. Yuck.
At least get the black one.
I'm going to get the black one. I have too many red ones. Remember that time that Michigan running back won
Boston Paul.
Super Bowl MVP?
Boston Paul
it's never happened.
Boston Paul is one of my co-hosts for the baseball roundtable talks I do on Saturday.
Boston, the Red Sox, they kind of suck right now.
Yeah, they're having a rough year like his fantasy team. I'm just giving him crap because he played me and we tied.
This guy sucks.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go get me a drink.
Alrighty. Kevin McGonigal is keeping up his 333 average so far. Best hitter on the team.
He wasn't even supposed to play last night. Like, they gave him the night off, and then they had him.
He didn't play last night. They did give him. They did give him the night off. You know who else has it? Guess what? 2 other players have a 333 right now. Do you know who they are on the Tigers?
Colt Keith.
They've raised their averages. Nope, not Colt Keith.
I don't know who's the other one. Baez.
Dylan Dingler, and Spencer Torkelson, and Baez. So 3 more have 333s. That's actually pretty good. Better than I thought.
It bums me out that Parker Meadows got hurt because he had a pretty good start to the season. And everybody's like, oh, why don't we call up Max Clark? I'm like, well, for one, he's not ready. For two, we don't want to call him up for, 2 weeks and then have to send him back down when Meadows comes back. Like, Clark's not getting called
Right.
up for good until Parker Meadows just completely washes out, which I hope doesn't happen.
Exactly. Jorge Polanco got hurt for the Mets today. He's day to day. Yay. Just what I wanted to hear.
Riley Green is not even hitting his weight.
Nope. Riley Green's been struggling. Parker Meadows is injured bad. He find out tomorrow if he needs surgery.
I mean, Riley Green is striking out less than he normally does.
You've known us for a long time. Our name matters to us and to our clients. So stay behind our families and accomplished, respected, and trusted. We won tens of thousands of millions, but the most important case is yours.
It's pretty sad
He
because
goes, don't remind me they do suck. And he goes, I love Cole Keith.
Yeah,
The Red Sox used to be a premium team every year. Ever since Pedro and them had that comeback that year.
Colt Keith is what Scott Harris will point to when he was like, yeah, it's the same names, but this is a different team. Like, no, you fuck, you just didn't go and get a bat. Granted, Gleyber Torres took up a big chunk of what was supposed to be that money for a bat.
Right. And that's because he exercised his player option as he should have to get the pay. At his age, I don't blame him. But
they'll go get a bat at the trade deadline, probably.
You heard what happened the last night in Minnesota to Parker Meadows, right?
Yeah, I saw the replay.
Yeah, McGonigal, I love him. Staying in my lineup.
He actually has the record for lowest score by
At least I should be okay on the. I should be okay on the mound with my team tomorrow. I got Max Fried and Casey Mize starting in my roster for fantasy baseball.
McGonigal forcing his way onto the roster gave us 3 everyday players.
Yes. Spencer Torkelson. Because if he's not on first base, he's at DH.
Oh, yeah, 4. He was not part of the original plan at the beginning of last year, though. They were like, maybe we're going to put him in the outfield, or maybe we're just going to cut him. But unfortunately, it's an even-numbered year.
Yeah, Fried's been automatic this year for the Yankees. And the only way he loses is if his team doesn't bat. And with that, they have a murderer's row again this year. As far as bombers are concerned.
Yeah. Plus, they play in that fucking wiffle ball stadium.
Well, it's only a wiffle ball to the right field porch. After that, it's normal.
I think Fried was one of the guys that the Tigers were trying to get when they were talking about maybe trading Skubal.
Yeah, last year. They wanted to get Fried and a couple of prospects for Skubal.
I hope we're in like first place or way out in front in the wild card and then still trade Skubal at the deadline.
Oh,
I would laugh.
he goes, right is pretty short. If I could do what for you, because it's just, how you doing, Justin May, the rapper? If you could do that for me, please, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. I've hit like on your stuff before, and I am subscribed to your channel.
Why are they still showing this shit like it's going on right now? Like, give me Sports Center, god damn it. This shit isn't even a sport.
What?
Golf.
Oh. I know you do, and I subscribe to you. I've been subscribed. It's still the old kneecap biting with the Motor City Lions, Justin May. It's still Smoking Jeremy B. I just changed the name of the channel, which makes it alert people that, because when it's a change, it makes some of the older guys go, hey, he is still around.
Yeah. Where the hell would you have gone?
And we're at 670 subscribers as of tonight. Still building that way to a grand. I remember when I first started with We Are Lions Nation, the first time you talked to me, Dom, as far as a podcaster, and you were like, I think it was close to the end of the season in one of the shows, you like called me afterwards. Yeah, Tigers finally, you're right. I'll tell you what, Maida looked good. But you called me and said, man, how many subscribers did you have when you got there?
Right.
As a 29. And then you found out that they had been around for 3 years. Yeah, they're holding on to a very slim chance that they can get into the playoffs.
Oh, the Dead Wings?
Yeah, the Dead Wings. This is as soon as I said that about the March time, that this is the new Dead Wings era, you were like, yes.
Shit, I've been saying that for fucking 5 years.
Well, 5 years ago, we almost made the playoffs because we had a winning record in March, remember? Because we were that
They
far
almost
out.
made it last year.
Thank you, Justin May. This is my 2023 Division Champ shirt.
Like, if anything,
That's my 23 coaching hat.
That Red Wings game last night just pissed me off even more.
Yeah, because now, you know what the bad part is? Even if they win out, the game they're going to have to win is the last game, and it's a team they have not beat after February ever. Do you know who it is?
No.
Ottawa.
Oh, yeah.
At home, where we don't have a good record right now.
Shit, I remember, maybe not last year, 2 years ago, maybe. They lost a game against Ottawa that they really had to have towards the end of the year.
Yep.
My hockey team most likely won't make it.
Who's your hockey team?
St. Louis Blues.
Yeah. They're having a rough year.
Mm-hmm. They're doing better than what they started, though.
Right. They've been coming on a little bit, but let's look at that
conference. I've lost track of the shit since they realigned. Everyone's
Right.
like, "Oh, well, if the Red Wings were in the West."
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear that shit. That's an NBA excuse from the last 20 years. Like, you are where you are.
Here's the thing, and I'm the division we were in the Western Conference was the Central. No, we would not be in the playoffs. You know why? Because one of the teams that beat us and at that time would have been tied with us would have the tiebreak is the Utah Mammoths, and they would have that fourth seed.
Yeah,
I think we just got the 91 points now, and we're in the sixth seed in the Atlantic. The only two that have clinched in the Metropolitan is the Penguins and the Hurricanes. The Flyers have 92 points, and the Islanders have 91. We have 91. So we literally have to win out, and other teams have to lose. Because right now, Ottawa's above us at 94. So we have to beat...
And they have the tiebreaker.
Right. We have to beat them to take it away, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at on that. If the Red Wings make the playoffs, I will do a hockey playoff talk show. But if they don't, that'll wait for next year, just like I've been waiting for 5 years.
Cool.
But
hopefully it gets Yzerman fired. It won't, but
it should. Because wasn't it 6 years out of the playoffs they got Ken Holland fired?
Yeah. If
asked to retire, I should say.
If GM in any other city, he'd have been gone 2 or 3 years ago.
It's frustrating.
No, we're waiting on the kids. Most of these kids are not really that good.
If they really wanted to win, back when Gibson got hurt before the whole slide started in March, back in February when he first got hurt, right after the whole Olympic run and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They should have brought up Chosa, the goalie from Grand Rapids Griffins, instead of starting Talbot.
Yeah. Yep.
That kid is amazing.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you looked at his numbers?
Yeah, he's amazing. He should have been called up at the beginning of the season and had Gibson and him and sent Talbot to Griffins.
Or just got the fuck rid of Talbot. And Gibson has been a lot better than I thought he was going to be. Like, that dude, I mean, until recently, dude was standing on his fucking head for like 3 months straight. I believe he got hurt yesterday, and they called up some other dude, like, as an emergency goalie. And I'm like, why wasn't it Kosa? And they've got another really good goalie prospect. Like, I'm convinced that Steve Yzerman still secretly works for Tampa.
Yeah, I know. And the final is 118-100 for Pistons over Hornets. So we had a day in Detroit in the last 24 hours. The Red Wings won, Tigers won, Pistons won, and the Lions can't lose. So, Dom, let's say, shits and giggles, these are your choices at 17 when it comes up. Caleb Lomu out of Utah, Caden Proctor, or Akeem Messidor. Which way are you going?
Probably Messidor.
And I don't even care that he's 25, turning 26 this year.
Oh, wait,
coming out of
college.
college.
That guy. Ugh. No, D, none of the above. Trade down. But you got to find someone that wants to trade up. And I think all of the trade upping is going to be in the first 10 to 12
15.
picks.
First 15. I said the top 15 all day. No, thank you. The Indiana Bears. What did I say they should be? Oh yeah, The Hammond
Hammond
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
I think it would be a better logo. I think it would look better than that. Than this.
I like that one better.
That one's more fun to play with. That's what she said. But anyway,
I mean, it's still Metro Chicago.
all right. Good. Congratulations. You escaped. Got out of the hospital today. Patty was in Arizona. Got to see a couple of those games we lost there versus the Diamondbacks. But I was really hoping that they were going to move to Gary, because that was the first rumor that came out, that you guys were thinking about moving to Gary into Indiana, because then you guys could have became the Gary Care Bears.
Yeah,
Look,
fuck.
look at that. Look at that one.
The Gary fucking meth heads.
Oops.
Good Lord.
Sorry, my bottle fell.
I could tell. Oh, you went to 2 Suns games as well? That's awesome.
Please give us Devin Booker,
We've been asking for that for 2 years.
at least. You can have Asar Thompson or Ron Holland, not both. And whatever draft picks you want. We don't give a fuck about draft picks anymore. We're good. Don't need them. We might even give you Jalen Duren in a sign and trade, because I don't know that I'm ready to give him $200+ million. Not sure who his replacement would be, but if we had Devin Booker,
That's true. It's one I found on Facebook. I picked it up because it was funny. But hey, it's Snoop. I got to show you though, since you are a Bears fan, I got to show you my last bobblehead I got in Week 18 when I went to watch the Lions play in Chicago. It was the Caleb Williams bobblehead, complete with coach bag and matching fingernail polish. I can't help myself. Oh,
leave him alone. Actually, wait, keep harassing him, because, like, I get it. How old's Caleb Williams? Like 20, 23, 24?
yeah.
So, okay, he probably is mostly unaware of George Gervin.
That you see, this was the cover of the Fashion Week thing that they did with Caleb Williams for Esquire last year. See how the pink actually matches the print on the magazine?
My thing is, I don't.
Oh, sure. I would love to come on your podcast. I do my shit talking with fun stuff. I don't talk crap to fans themselves, because that's lowbrow and high schoolish. I like using stats. Put a link to your podcast in the chat. I love the fact that you're chatting, because you know what? I love when fans of other teams chat about us and chat to me about our teams, because you know what? It makes it fun. And I love talking football. I've written, let's see, between the Jaguars, the Buccaneers, and the Lions draft profiles I've written this season, I've written a total of 48 so far. So, and that's because these are guys I actually did game film study and stuff like that. And it's a lot of work. I put about 10 hours of game film study into each one, because I look up what is their best statistic game, what is their worst statistic game. And when you're looking at the worst statistic game, you're looking for what they did good in the game. And when you're watching their best game, you want to see what they did bad, because that's when you can develop strengths and weaknesses off of a player. Does that make sense what I'm saying there, Dom? He went off camera. Does that make sense to you, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I'm just as bad to the other teams. You want to see my Vikings one there, Snoop? Here you go.
Limited time offer of 1,800.
Then, of course, we got FTP.
My favorite saying.
Oh, you like it when I do it like this, though.
Definitely playing as
FTP. Fuck the Packers.
Yep.
It's testament to us being locked in and have each other back.
At least I like to make it fun. Hey, LaFleur can finally say he beat Dan Campbell. I mean, they're appropriate. They are. You know, the NFC North hate for team to team is real. I do not hate fans. I want to make that clear now. I love talking to fans, especially ones that know ball, because it's fun to talk stats. I will check that out as soon as I get out of here. Yeah.
Well, next game, get to walk these couple days we have to get right. By the time it's ready to go.
Speaking of the Jaguars, you know who else didn't go to the draft?
Who? Who?
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, yeah. He did not go to the draft as a first round pick. You know but we all know who the very first round pick that didn't go because we discussed it last night. It was a tackle out of Wisconsin, Joe Thomas. He went fishing. Absolutely. So, Nick, I want to thank you for coming in. Dom, I want to thank you for coming in. The hour is almost up. I love talking football with you guys. I bring it in because in case you guys got anything that I didn't see Lions-wise as far as the news throughout the week. But Dom usually gets his news from me, and he goes like, oh, that's not bad. Or, oh, that's terrible. Because he's in my chat that I have on Facebook for the Lions. But Nick, great to see you. MDE, I know you're out there and you're working hard at Dollywood, but it's the last week you got to work this late. Congratulations. And I know what it is. It's all the spring break stuff is done. So now you're not going to be dealing with a bunch of college kids and a bunch of kids out of high school that you don't normally have to deal with this early in the season.
Some guys had, in the summer, training camp, seeing how much guys,
So
Yeah.
wait, Nick, who's your NFL team?
Lions.
So why are you a Blues fan?
He lives in Missouri.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I went up in that arch when I was like 4, fucking terrified.
I actually went to a Blues game one time. A guy that works with my dad, his wife works for the school, and they got tickets.
Awesome.
Brett Hull could have broke that goals record, but he went on a slump the last like 7-8 games of the year. Fuck Wayne Gretzky. And I say that with my chest. The Blues.
Cool.
St. Louis.
I just took a look at your stuff. I'm going to follow you. Follow me back. Smoking Jeremy on X. I just followed you. Snoop.
Cleveland. I didn't know they still had a team. Yeah, we
Cleveland
got
who?
uniforms and everything. It's pretty great.
Yeah, that one. Major League. Great movie. And how good are you, Jake? I make the league minimum.
I've heard baseball players make very good salaries. Well, it depends on how good you are. How good are you? I make the league minimum.
I love that movie. I do. There's so many great quotes in that movie.
This isn't the California Penal League, Vaughn.
We wear sleeves in this league.
Maybe we ought to teach this guy some control before he kills somebody. I'm going to have to let you go. I got a guy on the other line calling about some white walls.
All right. I want to thank everybody in the chat. Snoop, it was good to hear from you. It was good to hear from Yinzer. Steve Bauer, I know you're out there. Patty Grimes, Justin May, Boston Paul, all of you for popping in. We appreciate you. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. Unless you're versus one of your rivals, and then it's have a great day, everybody.
Good night.
Spain.
Turn it up, it's that time again. Jeremy Beeline, he's your best friend. Every weekday, Evan, you know the vibe. He's shouting one ride with that rockin' drive. Rolling up the scene, light up that fire. Jeremy's in the booth, taking us higher. With a grin and a laugh, he's got the crowd in a blaze. Smoking out the haters in a rock star haze. The stories that inspire and riffs that will ignite. When one pride echoes, everything feels right. Jeremy Beeline, every day at 11. Yelling one B ride like we're in rock heaven.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.